Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boxing Unlimited here once again, and today we want to wish you a happy new year, and to our viewers, to our subscribers, and everyone. Wish you a happy new year and prosperous new year. Thank you. Get into this video proper, we're going to be talking about the fight between Willy Hutchinson and Zack Parker. It's it's a light heavyweight contest. But there are so many questions we have to ask here. The first question that comes to mind is, has Willie Hutchinson recovered from the defeat against Buashi? Will he affect him? Will he affect him psychologically or not? We will see in the fight. Another question is whether Parker has recovered, because these guys are coming from two defeats. Two of them are coming from defeat. Parker, whether he has recovered from the defeat against Ryder, we tell you this in no particular order in a bit. These guys have faced adversity, and they're facing adversity. What they're coming to do to the ring is to repair the damaged ego, the damage of the defeat, to overcome the defeat and move on with their career. Whether this is going to happen in this fight, we do not know. But we know that both boxers are technically good and sound. Hutchinson used to be the youth world champion before as an amateur. They celebrated. Zack Parker is good, switch fighter. And then the question again we ask ourselves here is whether the switch fighting will be a problem. But Hutchinson can also box on the southpaw stance, and there is a very good fighter. We've seen him against Richardson. We'll see him against Buashi. It was a close fight, even though Buashi dropped him twice. But that is one of those things. Key for Parker is the body punch, because in this fight, it's going to be eye to eye, eyeball to eyeball. And whether, because he's moving on in weight to light heavyweight division, whether it's going to be a problem for Parker. We have to take that into consideration, because most of his fight is coming in the super middleweight, and we do not know how he will fare in the light heavyweight division. We will see that on the day, on the 8th of February. No doubt about that. Variety of punches is okay for both guys, because we're talking about the tactics and the traditions. Parker is we're looking at his heart and say, because in his fight with Ryder, he got injured, couldn't continue. We've seen boxers go through that stress because they are warriors. They can fight under some mean conditions and still survive. That is why they're called warriors. But we saw him give up the fight, and that fight would have opened the door for him to fight for the undisputed title being held then by Canelo, who he favored to Ryder. And Ryder is going to fight Canelo, and didn't fight. He fought well, even though he lost. Having said that, we say Parker. We're looking at the psychological effect of the defeat against Ryder, and then the same thing for Willie Hutchinson against Joshua Buashi. Both of them are at a repairing age, repairing time. They're looking at this fight, and we're looking at if they want to rebuild their careers, come up again and be in contention for titles. It's a very difficult ask, at the moment for both of them. We will see who is better on the day, who is recovered well psychologically and physically, because it's all very good, important for a boxer to, put all the things together in a fight. It's very important, and we're looking at a situation where this fight is a very tough fight for both fighters, especially coming at this period. They're coming out from defeat. It's a very important fight for them. Whoever wins this fight will have a chance to move on and probably fight for a title in no time. And whoever loses will go down the rankings again, and we'll have to fight back to come back, and nobody wants to do that. So it's a very important fight. It's not a walk in the park for both boxers, no doubt about that. But we have to be honest with you. To have a chance in this fight, both of them good movement, because both of them has got movement, they got action pedigree, and we're looking at them. Body punches is very important in here, so that if you invest on body punches, the first stanza of the fight, then the second stanza, the opponent will start getting tired and fatigued. Fatigue will also be an issue generally for both boxers. We saw them fight, and we've seen them fight. Parker is a sweet puncher. He's not a concussive fighter. He's got good movement, so as Willy Hutchinson as well. So whoever is going to win this fight is who takes the center of the ring and dominate and use his punches, his jabs to control the fight. You need to control the fight all the time. Box make it easy. Uppercuts when he's coming from the inside. Hooks from the blind side is important. You have to give, hooks from the blind side this way is very important. You won't see it. The punches you don't see is the one that hurt you most. We've said this in the YouTube channel. And the constant and consistent pressure, pushing your opponent back to fight on the back foot, making them uncomfortable is an added advantage. Whoever does that very well wins this fight. This fight is for the boxers to reclaim their position in the rankings, and it's going to be a very tough ask for both of them. It's going to be a tough match for both of them. But to be honest with you, I think Zack Parker might be damaged psychologically, but we've said this before, even when Willy Hutchinson lost, on knockout on the other day, and to Lennox Clark, but he came back with a powerful performance, and then most of these things, if you take them personally, become personal in your life, psychologically you'll be damaged. But if you take them normal and agree that you're the one that is responsible, then you can move ahead. We've seen people lose and come back again to fight and then won. So you have to bear that in mind. Parker is a little bit awkward. Whether that is going to be a problem for Hutchinson is something we do not know yet. But Hutchinson is experienced. He's fought Greg Richards, he's fought Buashi. He's fought almost every other person in that region, especially in the UK. But let us see. This is also another UK fight. It's a local fight, bragging rights. So it's going to be a very tough match for both fighters. But we'll see what will happen at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, who wins here is who dares. Whoever is going to win is the person who dares more, comes on the front foot, make the fight happen, and then convince the judges, especially if he goes through decision, that he is the man, that he's the man forcing the fight. And what do we have to say again? This is the most important thing. We think Parker's confidence is in tatters at the moment, as well as Hutchinson, because he was also defeated, even though it was a close fight, But Parker, gave up on some hand injury. I've seen Kazagi fight with one hand and still won the fight. And not only him, we saw Davydenko the other day. He fought with one arm, We've seen it happen, Boxers go through that. That is why they are called warriors, and that is the position of things. But having said that, we'll say that our prediction today is just going to go for Washington to win by decision. No doubt about that in our mind. And let us see what happens before that time, before then. Buashi is also fighting, but that is a different story altogether. Our time is up here. we're done for the day. And do have a nice day and God bless. Please do subscribe to our channel to make the channel grow as well. Do have a nice day and Happy New Year again. Bye.